they're at it again, okay? A bill would prohibit Black fraternities and sororities. Okay, this has to be unpacked, okay? Because I see a Q dog over there and Alpha over there. And of course the Kappa men who are standing up saying, excuse me, AKs too, Deltas, don't leave anybody out. But this is what is going on in Florida. How much is too much? Recently, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, very vocal about his visions. Is he really a visionary? Is that what we're doing? His visions for higher education in the Sunshine State. I don't know if we can go vacation there anymore. I don't want to hurt the good people of Florida. There's some down there, But this is what your governor's doing. Who elected him? Okay. And that other guy lives down there too. But we'll stick with Ron DeSantis. The proposal of the controversial House Bill 999. Didn't Herman Cain? Okay, I don't want to get into that. I can't help it, okay? It's the end of the week. You know where my mind, it just starts going in many different directions. But I do remember that, 999, correct me if I'm wrong. The 999 House bill could make his vision a reality. The bill aims to restrict the programs and activities in Florida's universities and colleges that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion. Weren't those good words? One of the Republicans sponsoring this bill is Representative Robert Alex Andre. As him, he claims it won't have an effect on Black fraternities or sororities. In a recent House committee hearing, he said this: the campus activities that would be at all discussed or considered by this bill are campus activities conducted by administration and professors in their position of roles of power over students on that campus. Student activities not included. But Representative Yvonne Hinson, who opposes the bill and happens to also be a part of a Black sorority, says her interpretation of the bill is that it could impact the way Black sororities and fraternities operate on campus. I think she's a Delta. That's my guess, but you don't want to misidentify because this is a very serious thing, okay? If she's not, I apologize, Representative. During the House committee hearing, Hinson voiced her concerns. Of course, he answered that it would have zero effect on operations of student activities, student programs, multicultural centers, Black student centers, Latino student centers, or any activities related to students. Although the bill itself seems to impact all of these different activities. That part. WPTV with the interview, Representative Hinson there. WPTV noted that line 341 of the bill aims to prohibit universities or colleges from using any funds to promote, support, maintain any programs or campus activities that support or adopt diversity, equity, and inclusion. They actually wrote this down, okay? He said, gave this to one of his aides and said, can you put this to paper? This is what it says, I'm reading what it says, okay? Imagine writing a law that specifically says that if any campus organization makes it a point to be demographically diverse, equitable, and inclusionary, that organization can't get any of our old white money because that would be divisive. Rayvana, you go first because I don't know what kind of nutty things I'm going to say about this one. Okay, so I need you to be the voice of reason here, if you can.
I think there's very little reason to find in promoting a bill like this. First, I want to say you're absolutely right about the 999 Herman Cain thing. That was his plan. So first thing, I think that a lot of people who aren't Black don't understand and I didn't until I went to college, but the important institutions that historically Black fraternities and sororities are for Black students and the opportunities they create for those students to create a network and get jobs once they graduate college. So people typically think of sororities and fraternities as just, getting drunk, going to parties, whatever. But one of the most important aspects of Greek life is creating a network of people that you can connect with after you graduate, when you're applying for jobs, when you're applying for grants, programs, scholarships. That is imperative, especially for Black people in America who have historically been discriminated against, continue to be discriminated against in employment, in education. These are important resources for those students. And, of course, there's this idea that, he says it's not going to impact Black fraternities and sororities. They can say that, but that doesn't change the fact that it will have a chilling effect on the way that these institutions operate in the state of Florida. They'll be fearful, of doing fundraising for the organizations or even having the organizations on campus. And the colleges, out of fear of violating this bill and stopping receiving funds for their schools, are going to be apprehensive if a chapter tries to open on a campus for one of these fraternities. They're going to have to think twice about it. Whereas if it's a white fraternity or sorority, they won't have to make that same consideration, which is, it's just a racist bill. It's just based on racism. That's it. There's no benefit to this whatsoever, educationally, institutionally, otherwise. If you're banning DEI from the classrooms, in the first hand, you're, preparing your students worse than other colleges to go out into the world. On the other hand, you're also opening your school up for more lawsuits and having the taxpayers pay out more settlements for these public institutions, because a huge part of DEI at universities, and particularly in the workplace, is it's a piece of evidence you can introduce if you're being sued for discrimination. We have these programs in place. We teach our employees and our students, how to navigate the world in a more inclusive way. Now they don't have that piece of evidence to introduce. That's going to lead to more lawsuits, more settlements, more taxpayer money being paid out for instances of racism on college campuses. So all around, there's just no benefit to it. It is just racism.
What's the upside here? Okay, I don't know if Ron DeSantis and whoever his aide is just looped the movie School Days or something. Remember Spike Lee's movie School Days? And that was a movie. And we love Spike, and there was some truth to it, but you're exactly right. Black fraternities and sororities are about a brotherhood, a sisterhood. It is a lifelong love and bond, okay? And to think that that would be discouraged or would go away is unconscionable. They should. I dated a Q dog once in college, and I will say, maybe that one Q dog can go away. The rest, though, no, these are glorious, wonderful. And I don't mean to single the Q dogs out, but the name. These are wonderful, storied sisterhood, brotherhood. They do so many great things. And yes, when you're now writing stupidity, you better not be inclusive around here. Do I see diversity? This is Looney Tunes, no? Okay, if Spike's movie had that in it, we'd say this is not, this is the cult classic. No, so I don't know where this is going to end, and I think the fact that people continue to not allow it, but they complain and then they move on, Ravana, is part of the problem. You can't just allow this to fizzle out. You have to take your boot and stomp it out. Where's the lie? Okay.